I have to do something different now.
This camera's rolling. I didn't point it out. Like I just left it in there. I was gonna put
but you guys know about it now, so now I have to do something else.
Okay. Matt, don't be a rapper.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Softcast. My name is Roxy, once again joined by my friends Lonk and Brownie, good old co-host of the Softcast. We are here for great topics, great fun, and all of the great excitement to come.
That was super, fucking radio show announcer. No, that was Discovery Channel level announcer. Next time on Man vs. Wild.
Yeah.
Will he drink his own urine? Find out.
The answer is yes.
Probably yes. Anyway, so we're here in the second second Softcast ever that we've recorded.
Most importantly,
yeah.
Does Bear Grylls ever think of making his own brand of urine ice pops?
Complete with ammonia.
Concentrated piss.
His own brand, Bear Grill-Ups.
Bear Grill-Ups.
The Grill-Ups, lollipops, grill pops.
Yeah.
No thanks, man.
Available at your local Trader Joe's.
But first, you must get naked.
I feel like that would be available in fucking Walmart.
Yeah,
probably will. It's survival pops. By Bear Grylls.
Survival pops.
It comes with its own announcer. You fucking press a button.
Yeah.
And it's
I'm Bear Grylls. I'm Bear Grylls. Prepare to drink my piss.
That's what I just think of.
But first, you must get naked.
Anyways, we were talking about
Listen, I have something to admit really quickly.
Okay.
I'm super paranoid whenever I'm running equipment, and I'm the one who set up the cameras. So I'm gonna stand up and I'm gonna make sure every camera is pointed where it should be.
Okay.
Because I'm super paranoid that Trey's cut off from the shot, and it's half of Trey's face. So
it's happened before.
I know, that's why I'm super paranoid, because it's happened to me all the time. Actually, no. So I'm gonna just do that.
Okay.
And that way we're not as paranoid.
Oh, hi there. Okay. Anyways, continue. We'll just cut.
No, we're gonna keep rolling on this.
Yeah, we're gonna keep doing it. This is live.
So I got the Rossi shirt on today. I'm in full YouTuber mode. We're in between what is considered work, I guess.
You're gonna record an episode today, aren't you?
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to. I don't have a script ready yet because our schedules are kind of out of whack. See what happens.
Well, we were supposed to be here. This recorded on Tuesday the 6th, by the way.
Yeah.
And we were supposed to be here on this Saturday. Saturday, whatever the fuck that is. I think it's
Yeah, but scheduling craziness.
But shit happens, and we're still pretty new at this, so we're trying to figure out production schedules and all that jazzy jazz. So.
Yep. So 2015.
Yeah.
Right around corner for Softcast.
New year, new beginnings.
We're 2 podcasts away from
resolutions
MagFest.
that never make sense. Yeah. It's I'm gonna drink less, and the next day you're on New Year's Eve you're just what?
What happened?
What happened?
Oh, no, buddy.
No.
And then your liver is punching you. It's bro, what the fuck?
What are you doing? Stop.
Anyways, I'm sorry.
We're 2 podcasts away from MagFest. So.
Oh fuck, we are.
Yeah, exciting from that. We will have a post MagFest podcast around the corner just to think about.
Oh yeah, I forgot that that's totally a
Can
thing.
Can we call it Post Fest Podcast?
Post Fest,
right? And we're looking forward to it. We have got tickets ready to go, and we're getting all the logistics together. By the way, anyone here that's just sitting in the audience or the online interwebs, if you've ever had to plan trips or plan especially conventions, there's a lot of different things that pop up all of a sudden. Hey, we're meeting up with YouTubers. You have to figure out their hotel schedule, our hotel schedule, where they're going to be. Tons of layers of things.
Are we actually meeting someone?
Yeah, we're meeting up with a few different people. Shout out to Grimecraft, Cutman, all of our DJ friends.
Finger guns.
A couple of our YouTube friends, some of my old YouTube friends, we'll get some shout outs as soon as we're there, and we're going to do some meetups.
We're also going to meet up with some people. I know you have some people that you want to see there that we watched, but we never actually seen them
interact with. I'm really excited to just see how the Game Grumps run a panel. Because I'm a huge Game Grumps fan, and I've discovered them pretty recently, and I feel like you can see that I'm a huge fan of them in their videos.
I mean, what they do, it's really interesting how they run it. It's very like it's just that like we can have like. People that don't know usually what Let's Plays are, but they hear a Game Grumps.
Yeah.
It's so
Game
cool.
Grumps, I feel like they
bring something new to the genre, yeah.
They do, because I feel like they have the dynamic of two friends just actually sitting down and playing bad games.
And where my a lot of my Let's Play roots come from is Best Friends Zaibatsu.
Yes.
Or Two Best Friends Play in particular, the Machinima show. I'm super excited to just maybe go down in like the mini octagon and face off against Matt from Best Friends Zaibatsu. I'm challenging you if you're there to do some Rock'em Sock'em style gladiator fight, Matt versus Matt.
Is it like, are you gonna fight like naked and covered in oil?
Whoa!
Because that seems pretty gladiatorial to me.
2 Matts inner, 1 Matt American.
Are you not entertained? Also, where's Russell Crowe at? Shout out.
Also, challenge to Wooly. Fighting game of your choice.
I'm sorry, I just fucking picture Matt like naked and covered in oil and blood and looking towards the audience and being, "Are you not entertained?"
He's gonna do that now.
Yeah. if I beat Best Friends Zaibatsu, if I just beat the trio,
and then
I take down Wooly, Liam, and Matt during MagFest, I will go gladiator style off the heads of my enemies.
I feel like that has to be a skit now. Like gladiatorial fighting.
Yes, absolutely.
Is that how you say it? Gladiatorial? Like
that's how I say it.
Gladiatorial?
Yeah.
Huh.
I think so.
Other people, I know Evan, who hasn't been on the podcast yet, he's one of the vital people, especially for my show. He helps do a lot of the sound manipulation for the first 2 Rossi episodes and going forward a lot more episodes. Mm-hmm. He's excited because they recently just announced that the drummer from Anamanaguchi is going to be there. One of his favorite bands of all time. It's a lot. It's like tech. I don't know all of the electronic music like subgenres, but it's a subgenre that is specific to things that he really enjoys too. I don't even know. Last time we had a conversation, I got yelled at by like 4 different musicians for calling it EDM.
It's not EDM!
You know, the really funny thing about EDM, because the only reason I know what EDM is, and I know it stands for electronic dance music, right? The only reason I know what EDM is because I have a Tinder, right? And occasionally I browse Tinder. And everyone...
Do you swipe left or right?
I'm usually swiping... It's weird, because I have it set to both men and women.
Okay.
And I like...
Oh.
Yeah, and like, it's fine. Don't worry about it. That's another conversation for another day.
No, we don't touch.
And so I swipe right for like most of the girls. Like most of the dudes get a swipe left. Simply because they're like super fucking boring. Like, dudes on Tinder. I'm probably not gonna date you off Tinder. I don't do that. I just do it because it's fun. But fucking Christ, man. Get a good picture. Get a good fucking picture.
we got a tender enthusiast here.
Like if you're posing with a fucking dead deer, and like your hashtags are like #hunting, #EDM, #party, you're done to everyone. Like no one's gonna swipe you right. I'm sorry, just the way it is. Like it's super annoying.
#hunting.
I legitimately like found some guy that was posting with like the head of a deer, and it was like, I like to party and I like hunting, and I'm like, all right, well you're fucking boring, you basic white boy.
Wait, I didn't know that was a thing.
It absolutely is a thing. It's like okay, because girls in Tinder have like really creative pictures or like really creative like little profile
it's like
bios.
their stomping ground.
Yeah, because every girl in Tinder gets a lot of attention.
This is all news to me because like everything's just like strange and weird because I don't know about that kind of stuff because I've been with the same girl since I was 15.
Yeah.
So I didn't get into any of that
I can't blame you. Don't get into it. Like, even if like things don't work out at this point, don't do it. Don't do it.
I don't think I ever will.
It's bad. It's bad. It's such
is it addicting?
Market. Huh? You feel empowering because Tinder is. I feel like fucking Blaine from.
Yeah.
Just no, but like Tinder is one of those things where like if you swipe left, it doesn't say like, oh, okay. It says nope really big and like super orange letters.
No.
So like you swipe left and you're like, ooh, that felt good. That was empowering. And then you swipe right and it just says like in green letters. And by the end of the night, you're just sitting there going like, nope, 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 nope. Yes, nope, nope, nope. It's super. It's awful. I feel like a dick. What?
I think I'm inspired to do a little episode on something about Tinder.
Huh. Listen, good luck.
The back.
I don't know. It's like I don't know. It's like we've accepted certain types of social media already. Like we have a set standard for what like our generation likes for social media. Me personally, like anything outside of like Facebook, Twitter, like Twitter's even kind of foreign to me. Like
yeah, like
but like you know you got a Facebook right around you were during that development age. So that's when like you had a Facebook, you had a MySpace, and then you transfer everything over to Facebook eventually. Now nobody used MySpace, just Tom, just lonely. I'm still here.
MySpace is more of a place to
for
feature,
music now.
Yeah. Except for Reverb Nation, a lot of these other places, like when I see Zach's stuff, shout out to Zach Russell, fantastic. He's a local musician we work with a lot of times, but he has 101 ways of talking about how much MySpace is falling apart. Like it used to be that you could make the custom profiles. They're slowly phasing that out. You're starting to have the music streaming, but YouTube's taking that away from them. Eventually, we're going to see this big shift in the music industry where it's going to be a lot more like competitions, fun, interactive ways of dealing with each other rather than it'll be like a Tinder, but for music.
Dude, okay. I'm sorry. Because I know that you had a clear like train of thought in there.
And I didn't want to break yours.
Absolutely just lost it. Like, how do we get to Tinder for musicians? How did that happen?
Because what's going to happen in terms of music, to relate back to Tinder, is that people aren't going to just go randomly streaming. They're going to go to SoundCloud if they want to see some music or just see random people. The idea of going to someone's music page won't necessarily be that way. It'll end up being like a Tinder thing where they hear 30 seconds of a song, they like it or not, and pass it away.
Well, isn't that why people... I'm going to cut that bit out just so I can pattern it. Kidding. No, that sounds like a wonderful idea. Like a musical Tinder.
A musical Tinder. You're just gonna patent that because that sounds perfect. If you steal any ideas, they're hashtag Rossi.
30. That's my computer.
30.
She likes
Thank you. Yeah.
She likes to tell me what time it is.
Yeah. It's a good computer. It's a good feature.
Listen, can I just say I cannot wait for the moment or for the years. I'm probably gonna be 60 years old by the time this happens. But I want to have a computer device that I can communicate like Tony Stark does with Jarvis. Yes. I want that so badly.
My phone's currently off right now. I was going to load up Cortana.
No, see, but that's fine. But you can't be like, yo, Cortana. And then she'd be like, hey, what's up? She'd just be like, what can I help you with? And you'd be asking her a question. But it's really specific.
You want to be sassy and have a full conversation.
Yeah, I want my computer.
You want it to be sassy. You want it to tell you, no, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, I want my computer to be like, the fuck are you looking up naked porn for? Yeah. I want my computer to let me know that I'm being a freak. That's what I want to do.
Why are you looking up gator porn, Ryan?
I want to have a computer that if I'm looking up something really fucked up, she just closes everything down and says, you need to go to sleep.
No, you need time for sleep.
Because that's when I do most of my weird searches. This is when I'm really tired at 1 a.m. The other day I was...
I like this.
Podcast 2, all about Brian.
You're learning a lot of shit today. I am so sorry. No, but it's weird.
This is something you talk about podcast 18.
Part 2 podcast in.
Setting the bar high. It's up there now.
Okay. No, listen, it's gotten to the point because I've been doing Let's Plays for like 4 months now.
Yes.
And like, Let's Plays start off like, the first month you're doing Let's Plays on YouTube, you're really awkward because you don't know what to say, you don't know what's appropriate,
Yeah, and then you just talk about yourself.
Like, you start slowly losing that filter, and then when you run out of like the awkward things to say, you have to dig a little deeper, and you run into the slightly less awkward things to say that are like about your life, like what you did or that day or who your friends are and what you've been doing with them.
And then you run into me.
Yeah, and not only that, but it's like a cycle, because after the second month, you've talked about your friends and about all the normal things that you've said. And like 3 months in, you have to dig a little deeper because you gotta find material. And that's when you start like hitting the bedrock of like weird personal things that you don't talk about. And like, I hit that like 3 months ago. And the last month and a half has just been me like, just super digging and just like, everything that I've said in my Let's Plays now is like, I shit myself the other day. You know? I almost shit myself today. That's awful.
We were planning out a video for one of our later series throughout, like a couple months later, and he just lost it because we were talking about character development.
Oh yeah, we don't do anything about it now. I want it to be like, as soon as that person comes in.
Ipsnay on the Xnay.
Ipsnay on the Xnay?
Whatever that means.
I don't know. But it's one of those things that when he walks on screen, I want everyone to be like, holy shit, he totally walked on screen without knowing.
Yeah, how behind the scenes works from it is we're not going to tell you anything from the context of it. It's pretty fun.
It's pretty fucking funny.
It's a lot of development involving from it. Speaking of weird like bedrock stories, I remember partly through Legend of Korra I wanted to tell this story, so I was to save it till the podcast. And you wanted to know where these dreams kind of began, like the Nutella Corporation dreams, and all of the craziness from it. I traced it back even farther. Did I tell you about the Mariner Moose?
You mentioned it on the podcast last time.
To dive deeper from it, there was this old wise tale in Seattle, Washington. Anyone who's from there will maybe can confirm this.
Is it actually right on out there, or is that just a myth?
The joke of living in Seattle, Washington is you know that you live in Washington when you fear the big yellow ball in the sky. It's pretty much overcast, if not raining, 364 days.
I fucking love Seattle, dude. I love the fact that the big yellow fucker is nowhere to be found.
I know, you hate the sunlight. You are a vampire. You are a Puerto Rican vampire.
Love the sunlight.
And I'm like brown as shit, too. So like, I took sun. I was in the sun. Yeah. Please go on with your story before I like run out.
But Seattle Mariners, like the actual stadium, is home to these nachos. And the legend has it that if you eat... What?
Nachos?
Yeah, that if you eat more than 2 batches of their nachos, you're going to go home that night and have really weird, strange dreams. And
you're going to say like diarrhea or something. I was
Yeah,
like,
I
here it
thought-
comes!
I looked
Here
at
it
the
comes! You can have really strange bowel movements. That's where I thought that was going. No! You can have weird dreams.
What if you go to the doctor? Like,
What? Pause! We're talking about dreams? Okay, continue.
I'm sorry. What if you go to the doctor?
No, talk about dreams.
No. Wait. Let me finish this line of questioning. What if you go to a doctor one time, like, Doc, I have really strange bowel movements? And the doctor's like, what do you mean strange? But I don't know. They like come out with like cotton candy and stuff.
Are you still going?
I've been shitting gold.
Actual nuggets.
There's nuggets. I've been selling them.
Like little gold
I've been making
turds.
money. I've been going to the Gold King.
Dude, shitting on gold must be like the most painful thing ever.
But it's so profitable.
Please continue.
Like eventually you would just get used to it. Like you develop the pain tolerance.
I think eventually I just like surgically enlarge my butthole. Just let them like fall out.
It's just
Put like a zipper. Just
that.
That noise.
And like your farts would just be like.
when you get diarrhea, it's just molten gold.
Oh, what are we talking about? Continue your story.
Alright, so.
We're back.
Yeah, sorry about that. We had some technical issues. And by technical issues, I fucked up and forgot to empty my memory card from my camera. So I just stopped recording. But that's cool, because we had audio.
Yeah. So some video looking changed just a little bit. It's just we gotta adjust.
We're still pretty new at this. We'll get better in time, and we'll get better equipment with better memory cards.
So moral of the story: eating 3 nachos, 3 bags of nachos. I went home that night and remember this dream of me becoming a baseball being thrown by Ichiro Suzuki, and being
What the fuck is Ichiro Suzuki?
Ichiro Suzuki was one of the best baseball players for the Seattle Mariners.
Okay.
He went back to Japan and became like a superstar, but back in the day, he was like the greatest person ever.
I just didn't expect like the fucking Mariners to have a Japanese baseball player.
Ichiro and Yamazaki, I think, was the other one.
Okay.
And then Edgar Martinez.
No,
Fun fact about that: my dad's actually one of the people who started that because what happened is
Matt is the worst person alive. Like literally,
when it comes to water,
he is literally stalling right now.
no, and just with water, I love to just make bad water noises just to piss you off. We started that with water bending with Legend of Korra.
Listen, go fuck yourself and finish the story.
Okay,
right?
But basically the side note from that one is for Edgar Martinez, my dad always had like the box, like we had this little box row because of where he worked that was right over like the teleprompter guy. So to piss off the teleprompter guy, every time Edgar came in, he was like, Edgar. So from like 2000 to 2002, it was nothing but Edgar Martinez from there. And then anytime he went back on stage, he got the fans to start doing that too. So a tradition at Mariner Stadium started by my family. But back to me becoming a baseball, being batted out.
You becoming a baseball?
Yeah, I was a baseball.
That's a sentence I never thought.
And Ichiro throwing me. I got shot into the air and caught by the Mariner Moose, who would just sit there and stare at me in his glove, and I would immediately wake up. And I'm like, the first thing I remember as a kid, that was one of my first like major weird dream memories is, oh my god, the nachos are real.
Okay, alright, since we're talking about first dream memories, I had a dream when I was younger about, I was in this house and it was kind of like, you know those dreams you have when you're like, everything's kind of like throb, and you're like moving really slowly, and I was going through my Uncle RH's house, and I went through this thing, and then I looked around, and oh shit, come through the door, guess who it is? It's Dracula, and he's just like, love. And then, and then Superman like crashes down. He's like, "What's up?" Bow, and then like lifts off, and then I wake up. But the weirdest thing was I woke up, and then I'm running to my mom's room, and I'm still running in slow motion, and I'm like, "Why am I running in slow motion?" And then I turned around, and Santa was there. And he was like, I don't know. And then I actually woke up.
I don't know. You have the most casual dream of all time.
I just love the idea of like Dracula casually in your room, like, and then you're like, what the fuck? And Superman comes in and just punches him.
Yeah.
So I was like, alright, I'm done.
That's
all I came here for.
Dream accomplished. Objective
but I woke up in the dream, but I was still in the dream. So it was total inception.
It's happened to me before. I had that happen to me. This is literally the worst dream I've ever had. No, it's the second worst dream I've ever had. I fell asleep in my couch downstairs because I was really tired and I was watching a movie on Netflix. And I said, fuck it, I'm sleeping here. And then, like 10 minutes later, I woke up in my living room, same thing. I just finished playing. Have you played Bioshock Infinite?
Yes. Bioshock Infinite?
Oh, yeah.
Last Bioshock? Did you beat it?
Oh.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, there's a thing about infinites and variables, like constant and variables throughout the whole game.
Yeah.
It's like, no matter like how the timeline stretches, some things will always be the same, some things will vary between timelines. Yeah. So like I woke up and it was my living room, but there was like tiny little details that were changed in the whole thing. So I woke up and I'm trying to talk to like my family, but none of them are listening to me. I'm like, hey, what's everyone doing? And they just keep walking by and like not paying attention to me.
You never existed?
That was the thing. I kept trying to touch them, but every time I would touch someone, I would wake up in another version of my living room. And like I ran through a few versions. The first one, my TV was really large, and everything else was the same. The second one, my bedside table was like glass instead of the wood that it was, and like really super tiny, small changes. And I kept trying to talk to my family, and none of them would pay any attention to me. None of them would listen to me.
I think Orpheus abducted you and put you in the Matrix.
It's really fucked up. Like, I would wake up...
Did you say Orpheus?
It's
Morpheus? Orpheus. The whale? Go to the Matrix! Time to plug in.
But it was so awful, and like it happened like 8 times. Like I woke up 8 times, but every time I started talking, someone would talk over me, and like people that were dead were alive, and people that were alive were dead.
What a Greek tragedy!
It was super awful. Greek tragedy. Go fuck yourself.
Heart-wrenching tale.
And by the end of the night, I was like, I woke up screaming. It's like, God damn it, listen to me! And like my family was in. I actually woke up this time, and all my family's eating, and they're like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And I'm like, I woke up super scared, like I was on the verge of crying because I just didn't exist in my dream. It was terrifying. And I never want to go through that again.
It's like It's a Wonderful Life.
So speaking of dreams, what are some
movie?
cool...
No, I've never seen that.
Christmas movie.
No.
Kennedy.
Go on.
Speaking of dreams,
Okay.
what are some of the cool places you've traveled to in your life?
I went to like another dimension in my dreams. Like no lie, I flew to another dimension. It was what?
Go ahead.
Okay.
My most recent dream.
Oh really?
But, yeah.
I flew to a dimension where time was how do you say, was non-consequential. So like you could travel through times and backwards through time really easily. And it was really cool because I went like I saw literally all the future of that dimension and all the past of that dimension, and then I woke up and forgot it all. What about you?
My most recent dream was a dream where Liam Neeson was in Grand Theft Auto, like
he always is.
And then
Take it through.
what happened was he was like, "Why do people always keep taking my shit?" And then Justin Bolter was there, and he's like, "I don't know. I'm gonna go get it back." And so Justin is like, just running at 45 miles per hour up against this car. He like runs up to the car, rips the guy out, and then he pulls the guy over to that's in the passenger seat and starts going, "Combo move!" And then it cuts. Like scene, that's a cut. And then it cuts to me and Savannah, and we're like, "Well, we've got to throw away this recycling. But if we use this recycling bin, then we're gonna have to use the recycling truck and go around and get everybody else's recycling." And she's like, "Yeah, of course." So we stole a recycling truck
Yeah.
and went around and got everyone's recycling. And then I woke up.
That's hilarious. That's so weird. That's like 2 totally like non-congruent storylines.
Yeah, it just cuts.
Just cuts. I have one. Well, I don't know if I've said it. Did I talk about the dream in the core Let's Play? The spy?
Yeah, just hold on that one.
Go ahead.
We'll hold off dreams for more Let's Plays because we still have to finish up a few more good dream-based Let's Plays coming up.
Oh, really? We have those? We have those?
We have 2 dreams.
Yeah, I encourage you guys to do. I need to start doing it again when I start getting into more stable living arrangements and everything. Is that I want to start doing my dream journal again, where I write. Number one, write it down, and then I may or may not get into this, but I used to draw.
Yeah, you told us about that in the last podcast.
In the last one, so.
Go ahead. What were you gonna say?
All right, Realm of Reality. What about places? What's the coolest place? While we're wrapping up this little kind of segue of things, coolest place you visited in person?
Coolest place I visited in person. Arguably has to be Seattle. Seattle's fucking cool.
What part?
I went to the actual city. Like I was inside the. Are you okay? Are you cool? Are you cool? By the way, that's my dog. Just fucking just throw that. All right, I guess he's cool. How you doing, dog? Why are you so nice with them and such a dick with me? I'm the one that feeds you. Asshole. What about you? What's this? Jesus Christ. Matt.
Alright, I'm done.
Fucking bitch slapped the shit out of my dog.
I didn't. There is no proof.
Fuck you, dog. I'm done. I'm done with your white bullshit. Get out of here. I'm surprised you didn't turn into like fucking Mr. Wilson. Get out of here.
Just stop.
Are you sure? Do you want me to like put the dog back so you can like throw him into the bed this time?
No. I politely placed your dog away
Politely?
from my lap.
If you politely did that to me, I'd fucking kick you in the nose. Go ahead. It's like seeing a drunk guy and then like knock him out with a punch to the nose and say, I politely put him to sleep.
But I don't want to put your dog to sleep because that would be bad.
That would be bad.
Oh.
I'd be upset. Look at him, he's so sad now.
Oh, I'm sorry, buddy.
Aw.
But the world's largest ball of twine, probably best place I got to visit and got to actually hug the world's largest ball of twine.
Really?
Like it's just this big old ball of
Just fucking twine.
And the old guy was there, and my mom's like, "Yo, can we go?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm cleaning the twine right now. Like, can we still see it?"
I'm cleaning the twine.
He's like, "Yeah."
I'm cleaning
But
the twine.
Do you pressure wash that? Or
He hand washes
hand
it.
washes it.
Hand washes the world's largest ball of twine, which is probably about the size of like your bed plus up to the ceiling.
Dude, that's such an important job.
Right.
But it's also really depressing.
What do you do? I'm the world's largest ball of twine cleaner.
I wipe literally all the twine in the world's biggest ball of twine.
But
And
he's
I
like,
hate
normally I
my
don't let
life.
people come by, but if you want, you guys can come up and do it. I'm like, can I hug it? It's like, absolutely.
This guy was so happy. You can absolutely hug him.
So it was just like, little Matt was like, "Meh." I couldn't even wrap my arms even closely around like a section of it.
Okay, alright.
I had like a heartwarming moment with some twine.
I've been to a lot of places. I've been to Spain, I've been to the Dominican Republic.
Oh, really?
I've been to Guatemala, I've been to Costa Rica. But I kind of like everyone's got. Did everyone kind of do like a childhood one?
Mm-hmm.
Like one from like younger, like 11.
I went to Disney when I was like 10.
Okay,
That
but
was
so
definitely
you did one from childhood, but I've got a lot of stories from different places, including Costa Rica. Costa Rica, as like a young adult, is probably my favorite place that
When
I
are you
went.
going to release that Costa Rica exploring like late night video?
That was in Spain.
Listen,
the one that I saw on your
and
computer?
never.
I get the feeling that some kinky shit happened in Spain. You know why? Because this isn't meant to like sound offensive, but every time I see someone in Spain, they look super kinky. Like I've seen
Coming from you, that
what do
says a
you
lot.
mean coming from me? What the fuck are you on about?
Mr. Tinder.
That's not kinky. That's just. I don't know. I'm gonna shut up now. I don't want to dig myself any further.
Nope.
Okay, but from childhood, bringing it back to PG. It's I went. Well, my family and we went to the Bahamas.
Yeah.
And we were staying at the Radisson Hotel, which was like the next to. Why are you like doing like sign language, not sign language? We stayed at the second greatest hotel, like, you know, because the place to be at the Bahamas was the Atlantis Hotel.
Okay.
So what we did is we went. You could go on a tour to visit the Atlantis. Mm-hmm. So we did that, and then we went to the water park. And we just brought our stuff, went to the water park, having a good old time. And then my dad and I realized that everyone has wristbands on.
Oh, you guys didn't have
And we didn't have wristbands on. And we realized this
Were they
while we were in the lazy river. So my dad and I he's like, "All right, son, just stick your hand in the water and we're gonna think this one out. They can't see your wristband. Just stick it in there. Just stick it in the water. Pretend like you have a wristband on." And we went around the lazy river like 16 times trying to figure out how we were going to get out because everybody was like watching.
Yeah.
So eventually we waited for the guy to like switch patrol or something and then we like got the hell out of there. We went down the water slide that led out of the park and we like booked into the water slide. And the water slide ended like right around where like the entrance was.
I just imagine Metal Gear like dun 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 dun.
Otacon, is he on patrol?
Yes, Nick.
That was one of the.
Does he have Metal Gear?
That's one of the most interesting things I did on vacation.
That's really fucking funny. I really just pictured that dad going like, "Does he have Metal Gear?" That was a really bad Snake impression. I'm sorry.
Also, MagFest marks the first time we all go on like quote-unquote vacation together.
Oh yeah, it's like a road trip.
Yeah.
We're having a cheeky little road trip.
It's not like a road trip. It
It
is. A road
is.
trip.
We are hitting the road with a car.
Are we picking anyone up along the way?
Maybe.
Because you said we were going to
Maybe.
meet up Grandcraft or Cutman or any of these people.
That's possible. So, yeah.
If we're picking up anyone, we're picking up along the way. And if anyone that it's mostly
Like they're
people.
flying in there. We're mostly meeting.
Oh,
we
meeting them
meet
there.
them there. Yeah.
The cheekiness of the 3 airports that are in DC is that there's 3 airports, and that it's fun.
It's funny. My cat is just going crazy over there. I love my cat. I think airports are weird. Every airport for me looks the exact same. I've never seen an airport that doesn't look like an airport.
That doesn't look like an airport?
Yes, they look the exact same.
I don't know about that.
They're like super white and clinical, and there's always people that hate their lives working in the fucking desks.
Your cat's eating my pants.
Yeah, he is.
You like your pants?
Like here in North Carolina, the airports are pretty nice. Like the people are relatively nice. But there's always like that one dude or that one lady that are like super sassy and unhappy with their lives.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, listen, I got a question. And she's like, mm-hmm. And you're like, okay. You're like, do you know it's gonna be a long day? Because that one fucking lady's just like, what do you want? And I'm like, I literally have to get on a plane for like an hour. Is that a story you want to tell?
No. No, I was mimicking like how I would react to that situation.
No,
like,
it's so
in my
awful.
head, it's just like.
Like I understand that people have bad days on airports, but don't be a bitch in an airport, you know?
Yeah.
Because there's people that like you have to travel someplace. You're already inconvenienced because you're leaving your fucking country. All right, it's not like you went out of the house to get some gas. You're leaving the fucking country. You know, it's already an inconvenience for everyone involved. And then you get like this sassy person who's like, "So what can I help you with?" And you're like, "I just need to get out of I need to fly at 600 miles an hour in a metal tube, and you're not making it easy on me."
Also, I found out that a lot of our friends have never flown before.
Really?
Like
I've flown.
More than a
Clearly, I've flown a
handful
lot.
of people around us that we work with on a day-to-day basis barely have left the East Coast. And I don't know how many people that watch these have ever experienced flying, or if this is some revolutionary concept that we all fly so much.
Mm-hmm.
But flying does suck. Like,
it's awful.
It
it's
is
so inconvenient.
I enjoy it.
The act of flying is fine.
Exactly.
Getting into the act of flying sucks major dick.
And also, depending on your airline, I've told the story before where I've on one of our videos how I've gotten rerouted on the way back from Dallas, Texas. Well, it was the same time that when I flew into Dallas, I went from fun fact, I've been to Puerto Rico.
Oh, have you?
I've been only to the airport.
Really?
But
when was
They
it?
flew you to Puerto Rico from Dallas?
Flying from Charlotte to Dallas, Texas. There was a storm, so I flew from Charlotte to Orlando. Orlando to be refuel in a fuel strip near Puerto Rico, and then to New Orleans to Dallas, Texas.
Dude, that sounds like literally the worst flight ever.
And then the other way around is when I was driving up, I missed my flight by 3 minutes, and they were still in like the lobby, and they wouldn't let me back in. So I had to wait till the next flight. Next flight flew from Dallas to Los Angeles to switch planes from Los Angeles to Orlando with a 6-hour layover to go back to Charlotte.
Dude, at that point, you know what? At that point, I just live in Dallas.
And you know the worst.
Like at that point, I just move.
The worst part about
it's
it.
Like, hey parents, move my shit. I'm
just tell them to ship my
here.
shit.
The worst part about it was my other friend. His family lives in Juniper, which is outside of Miami, Florida. So he was coming up from Juniper back to Charlotte. I missed him by 15 minutes flying into Orlando. I called him up. And I was like, hey, I'm at the Orlando airport. He's like, too bad. I'm like 15 minutes away. I stopped at the Wawa. I'm like, you can't turn around and come grab me and we road trip back? He's like, no, dog. And they just hangs up and keeps driving.
Dude, that's like the coolest asshole I've ever heard about. It's like, no, dog. I can't. I stopped at Wawa. It's like, but I need her. It's like, sorry, dog.
You have a flight in 6 hours. he just had it that day.
Like he hangs up the phone really calmly. It's like, see you later, dog.
Like it was that calm too. Like it was literally.
What a fucking asshole.
Nah, man.
Nah. So that was a story with
that doesn't even sound apologetic. You know how people are like, oh, I'm sorry, man. I got shit to do.
No.
He was like, nah, I don't want to do it.
No,
He's just gonna be bothered. He's already 15 minutes all the way.
No, I don't want to do that.
It's like, no, I'm 2 minutes too far. It's an inconvenience. I'm gonna go away now.
Yeah.
Up the phone.
So,
oh god.
Fun fact, I have never, completely have done a successful flight. No, I've done 2 successful flights from Charlotte to Dallas, Texas and back.
Okay.
Like, anytime I've flown from here in North Carolina to Dallas, Texas, something always goes strange.
Is it?
And a lot of it has to do with me flying into DFW or Love Field. Like, Love Field's normally fine because that's there. But last time I flew in was when the president was also flying in, so there was a whole bunch of stuff from there. But the other time was I was trying to get back from his wedding.
The president in the airport. It's like, fuck you, Barack.
What up, bro?
Hey, dog. How you doing?
No, dog.
You know, the
president calls him up. Can you give me a lift? Maybe just the Georgia airport so I can pick up thing. No, it's 15 minutes all the way.
Good luck, dog.
I'm your commander in chief.
Don't let the foreign policy scare you, bro. Thanks up. God, that sounds like such a dick bag move, man. Like, I'm sure he's a nice guy.
He is an absolutely... I'll preface that as he's one of my best friends in life, and he's a fantastic individual. Just that moment.
That's how you know best friends from other friends.
Yeah.
Because best friends will screw you over, and you'll be like, that fucking piece of shit.
Yes.
And then 10 minutes later, it's like, hey, you want to get a milkshake? He's like, sure, bro.
Yeah. Because I still saw him the next day, because he got back before my flight got back from Charlotte to there.
Yeah.
So I hung out with him after the fact. After I flew back in, he's like, yeah, sorry I couldn't pick you up back there. It just wasn't in the cards, man. I was like,
what a fucking cockhead. It wasn't in the cards. God damn it. I want to meet this guy.
We'll try to get him on podcast sometime. I'm not going to drop his name just to make sure he's alright with it first before we bring him in.
Yeah.
So fucking hilarious. It's like, I'm sorry, man. It wasn't in the cards.
So our last topic, expectations for 2015. What are some cool things coming through? We do it on our own channels. We're trying to launch media we're going to consume.
For my own channel, I'm essentially just going to be I adopted a new system for Let's Plays.
Okay.
So now instead of recording 5-hour chunks at a time or 3-hour chunks at a time, I'm doing it episode per episode, which makes it super easier on the editing and it just lets me put out shit more faster. So I'm working on fixing that up. I'm working on getting more dual Let's Plays because I like the Bon Appetit. I like the approach of having 2 people playing the same game or just talking shit.
Yeah.
So I did the Legend of Korra with you, and I recorded BioShock with the first one with another mate of mine that wanted to do it. So I'm looking for that dynamic.
How's the dynamic between those 2 Let's Plays?
It's really weird because he's a lot calmer because he doesn't do Let's Plays.
Yeah.
He just wanted to play BioShock and he wanted to be in a Let's Play.
So you found a difference between like a YouTuber and a non-YouTuber, kind of.
Yeah, because it's the same thing that happens. Do you remember I said that like the first month of Let's Playing is really awkward because you don't know what to say?
Yeah.
So it's kind of that, but he's a lot more comfortable because he's with me. And I'm like trying to carry the conversation because he's the one playing. So we did that after a party I had at my other friend's house. And we got absolutely... Well, bleep that out because it's kind of illegal. But... We were at a party.
Future Brownie, this is for you.
So we went to a party, and we were really tired the day after. Like I hadn't slept in 20 hours. But he had to
from
come
all that
back.
discoing, right?
Yeah, from all that discoing. So we had to come back here, and because he was gonna get picked up here, and I said, "Listen, do you want to play some BioShock and we can record it?" But I was super tired. Like, I was fall asleep on the ground tired. And we recorded 4 episodes, and in the 4th episode, I fell asleep like 7 times. And just like, in the middle of conversation, it's like, I don't know what the fuck that guy is. And I just fell asleep.
That'll be a good Let's Play. I'm looking forward to it.
I haven't listened to it. I haven't listened to the footage. Because I want it to be new to me. I want to laugh with it. But the other day, I was laughing. I have really high hopes because I was looking at the podcast, and I was laughing at the podcast, and I was there. So if I'm laughing at the podcast, it's cool. I was looking at one of my Let's Plays, and I was laughing at myself in one of the Let's Plays, so I think it's definitely looking up.
Okay. So yeah, over my stuff, I'm doing a little bit of gameplay. I have 2 Let's Play series that I'm actually trying to work with, bringing back. We have a whole pre-recorded Let's Play series that me and him did back in the day, about a year and a half ago.
Damn.
Oh man, so long ago.
That's still, in terms of Let's Playing,
That's pretty long.
it's a while.
I suppose.
Those were 2 different series that may or may not come out. But additionally, I have new ones on top of the Rossi videos, and been doing a lot of research for that. I've been researching for 5 videos. Have 2 kind of ready to get round and going. I got like all the stuff you need. I got little background. I know this looks weird. But, oh no,
where are you going with this?
I'm going. Are you not entertained?
Just zooming on my face really slowly. Just.
I got both my Rossi red and my
Is
great
the
old.
oil underneath that one?
Yes.
Is that
Yes.
all up in there?
I got the oil gladiator chest underneath
you
this layer.
No, you should have like a red one, and then a blue one, and then underneath that one, you should put this purple one. Yeah, it makes.
Oh, look at you!
But for the remainder of the Let's Play, I'll do like this is actually the guard for both the 2 videos coming up. Mostly because you can see there's some sort of color coding here associated with Pokemon, and yeah. But they'll know by then.
I just keep picturing you like fucking. Are you not entertained?
Are you not? Magfest.
Holding like a dead Pikachu.
Magfest 13. Magfest 13, the year
That
Rossi
you just-
entertains all.
It's like that. What
Of
Zelda?
yeah,
Zelda game.
we're gonna all use Pictionary for this last part. Go.
Okay,
Pictionary.
draw my life. So I'm gonna be sitting in front of a TV, and imagine there's a blindfold on my face. So then now I'm gonna be looking at the TV, and the Wii U's gonna turn on, and it's gonna be the new Zelda Wii U title. And I'm gonna go in. I know nothing about this game. I don't know anything what it's gonna look like. I heard it's gonna be awesome,
It looks pretty sweet.
yeah.
All I saw was a teaser trailer.
and I am gonna play it. So I've never even seen the trailer.
Okay.
I've
Literally
seen
know nothing.
nothing. I know nothing about this game. Going in, I have no expectations. It's unbiased, and it's just gonna be like, what do I expect?
Okay.
So like,
Cool.
what do I get out of it? So I don't know. I know the name of it, the Shroud of something, Hero
Oh, I
Shroud.
didn't
Yeah,
know.
something.
The
Shroud.
Hero of the Shroud, maybe?
So it's something of that. Yeah, Hero. It's what it is. The Hero of Shrouds or whatever.
Okay.
So, but I'm gonna be playing the game. Take off the blindfold, and it's gonna be like first impression. Whoa, or I don't know.
I know that it looks. I've seen what it looks like in terms of graphics, and it looks absolutely gorgeous.
So
Like it looks.
I hope
great.
it blows me away.
Yeah, I hope so
That's
too.
it. Yeah.
So
Also, Majora's Mask as well.
the
3DS
do you
remake.
have a 3DS capture card?
We have one available, yes.
Okay, cool. I'll be down for that.
And that is all I have.
What up?
Okay, podcast over.
Yeah. Thank you guys for watching. This is the Softcast episode 2, and I think we're done for the day.
Give us some Spanish.
What? You want me to talk in Spanish?
Yeah, outro in Spanish.
I fucking hate that because I don't know what to say. What do you want me to say in Spanish?
The exact same thing in Spanish.
Okay. Gracias por ver el Softcast Podcast. Nos vemos la semana que viene cuando grabamos el tercer episodio. Are you fucking happy? Huh?
I am entertained!
Alright. So, thank you guys for watching. We're fucking done today.
Okay, bye.
God damn it, Trace. That was like straight up in my hand.